Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Retrograde City. And that's right, I'm feeling a little shitty. We got Uranus, Eris, Neptune, Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, and now speedy little Mercury retrograde. And still, most of the planets on the exact same side of the sun. And so expect heavy miscommunication, imbalance, and general WTF-iness for the next 2 to 3 weeks. And I put out a warning that things would get crazy and nuts leading up to the 4th of 5 Pluto square Eris points on August 27th. And then we watch out for a hurricane after that. And so now we are building up to the 5th of 5 Pluto square Eris points. And we have been looking for a landfalling hurricane within that 5-day window. The October 13th hurricane thing that I've been talking about for months now. And models are starting to say, hey, you know what? American modeling favoring new storm in the Caribbean by next week with 2 primary routes. And so that is the danger zone we are watching out for. And then just overall across the board, expect strife, discord, people fighting, people angry, with it building up to the 9th. And then the energy kind of caps off with the hurricane probably. And so, hey, if we check in on what the GFS is showing now for the 13th, the GFS is like, yeah, Thor was right. You guys are probably going to have some problems. Now, maybe we can help pray this away, or Jedi Mind Powers, or Asteroid Fight Club, or Atmospheric Defense Team, or just get lucky. Nobody knows what's going to happen. But it's best that we be prepared that things are just going to get super crazy, weird, and keep getting 2021 year. Okay, sound good? Great. And for whatever reason, I'm feeling grumpy, frustrated, and feel a bit like a bitchy brat or a bratty bitch. I don't know, call me what you want to, call me what you will. And so I'm hoping this energy levels out, and I'm hoping you're having a great day and you have a wonderful time in life or whatever. All right, I'm still kind of worried about California. I don't know. But yeah, another thing, man. We have 3 Uranus square Saturn points. The first one was February 2nd, where we got hit by a major storm and hundreds of people died. The second one was in June, and then in Canada they get hit with a heat wave and hundreds of people died. And the third and final one is on Christmas Eve. Anyway, so I'm thinking, if I had to guess, I would say, what about maybe like a volcano in California? That would be a pretty major event, right? And it's just been like Volcano City all year. Oh, hey, Texas, we're getting a bunch of rain this week in the central part of Texas. We will continue to watch out for it. It will probably cause flooding in some spots and major flooding possible for some areas with over 10 inches to be expected, I would guess, in some spots. Hey, here's snow. I didn't have any snow cones this summer. I didn't see a single snow cone stand open. Well, I guess we are in a plague pandemic. Anyway, there's snow. It's coming. Over the 4 corners in the Pacific Northwest. I'm in the mood. Right now, it looks like Sam is going to curve out to sea. So the first of 3 dangers, we have 3 hurricane danger dates, would be Sam around the 3rd, and looks like we're going to be safe on that one. The 13th, we got to watch out for activity. And then around the 21st, 23rd, we may see more activity. But the one I'm most sure of being a problem is around the 13th. I could be wrong, though. We'll see. Hopefully, all the Atlantic ones are just going to curve out in the middle zone. And if they're a problem for Europe, we'll have to continue to watch. The sign the sun is getting stronger. It dropped back down to 2 sunspots, but quickly returned back to 4, with the possibility of a 5th one over here. So right now you got AR2878, AR2877, AR2871, and AR2872. We are still about 4 years away from solar maximum, so this is definitely going to be a very strong solar cycle. So that is great news. Asterisk. North Korea fires unidentified projectile. And I don't mean to be demeaning, but as Planetary Defense Commander, one of the things I don't worry about much is North Korea. Minul may be a danger to the Philippines. Jack Bauer letting us know that Landsat 9 ULA launch was successful. The Popocatépetl volcano in Mexico is like puff, puff, pass. Oh, yeah. Remember how I've been talking about a lot of this is the last 2 years we've been in a Pluto eras, kind of like the camp counselors of Earth, and they aren't very fun. Well, I usually associate Pluto with Greece, and today Greece had a 6.0 earthquake that was deadly and killed the person. And with all the gas giants on the same side of the sun, you can technically get an earthquake almost anywhere. For example, we had 3.3s, or we had 2 earthquakes, or we had several earthquakes in South Carolina today, one being 3.3. Just interesting. Now, I'm not wishing volcano eruptions on anyone anywhere. I'm just trying to take educated guesses. But if my prediction that we will see a volcano eruption on the West Coast this year, 95% chance, or next year, you would get some type of advanced warning. I think maybe through the earthquakes. Like we knew about a week ahead of time that the Cumbre Vieja volcano on the Spanish island of La Palma was about to erupt, and then it did. And so we'll have to continue to just monitor like everything. And I got to say, the weather in California's been weird. And the volcano is more like a lava fountain. It is just continuing to pour out incredible amounts of lava that are covering very populated areas. And I think we're going to have volcano and earthquake problems in 2022 as well. We won't really get any relief until Jupiter flips around on the other side, which will happen in like 3 or 4 years. Happy birthday to an amazing mayor, Sylvester Turner. He's the mayor of Houston. I think he does a great job. Though, like, weather Twitter is all in a tiff because New York City plans to hire a private weather forecaster, install more drainage features, and issue earlier and more aggressive warnings to residents under plan to respond to heavy rainfall. And so weather Twitter's all upset, which is fine. They get upset all the time, and they really get mad if you try to warn people more than like 3 to 5 days out. And we can discuss this later. Hey, tomorrow's front ushers in the next level of fall. Onward to crisp air and chilly nights as October beckons for parts of the Northeast. So says Eric Fisher. Spectacular images of the river of lava flowing from the Cumbre Vieja volcano on the Spanish island of La Palma tonight. Yeah, that's pretty impressive, man. That is Mother Earth creating more Earth. Yeah. Well, it's going to be definitely a super duper interesting October. And it's going to be a super duper interesting November. And it's going to be a super duper duper mega interesting December. Auroras expected tonight in New York, Washington, and Wisconsin as storm solar barrels toward Earth backwards. Hey, cut me some Mercury retrograde shellac. Because you know what? It's weird. Is sometimes it's like I say one thing, but then people hear it a different way. So I never know how what I say is interpreted by each individual listener. But just expect more major mass miscommunications between now and the 18th of October. And I may be hanging on for life, and THORnews may be hanging on life for life during the last degrees of Jupiter retrograde, which will go direct finally. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. On the 18th also, along with Mercury. So, interesting times ahead. And I'm grumpy, and my sense of humor is lacking today. Oh, yeah, showers in the north. West Pacific. I would guess that Grimes is now going to combine with Jake Paul to make a cryptocurrency and to make Elon jealous. And then Elon may fire back by dating Selena Gomez. Why am I getting into celebrity gossip? I don't know. We live in such a weird age. Yeah, it's weird. I guess this is I don't know. I'm so used to being in a good mood that I guess being in a bad mood is kind of like a treat, and I should just try to enjoy it. This shit is so crazy, man. The fact that, I don't know, if we got one of these on the West Coast, that would just be so wild. Hey, they put my name under the Lockheed Martin star. That's cool. 3 Alaskan volcanoes in orange alert after elevated seismic activity and small explosions recorded. Yeah. It's brought to us by Strange Sounds. So you got a lot of volcano activity down here, and you got volcano activity up here. Will we see volcano activity this year along this line? Maybe. Definitely maybe. Now, like I said, you had the 6.0 in Greece. Very Pluto-esque. Interesting times. The footage out of China is the latest dramatic video to emerge during an extreme flooding event. In this case, at least 19 inches of rain fell in just 24 hours. And a whole giant house complex building went into the river. How are you doing today? There's a cold front coming to the Pacific Northwest. Hey, the HAWC free flight test was successful demonstration of the capabilities that will make hypersonic cruise missiles a highly effective tool for our war fighters. The hurricane in Jupiter's big red eye is intensifying. It's now category 5 hurricane in Jupiter's eye, or whatever. Hey, Anthony Masilio letting us know the extratropical wave amplification and recent addition of DAM, DT from tropical forcing, will strengthen the STJ. You can see that in the GFS loop in the first tweet. 2. This may set up a long-duration easterly low-level anomaly over the U.S. East Coast in medium range. So, you've been warned. Or I guess in layman's terms, Jupiter's red spot is spinning faster. My hackers need to just accept the fact that we're not going into a grand solar minimum, stop with the displaced aggression, and let me edit videos again. That's my opinion. Let's all try to find peaceful solutions to where we all make it into the future together and do better. But yeah, stock up for a weird fall and winter. Hey, Tom Richard says, don't worry. Be happy. UK natural gas is only up another 8% plus today. Man, I hope we don't hit hyperinflation. That would suck. A cryptocurrency, was it Bitfinex, had to pay $24 million in a fee to buy $100,000 in Tether? I don't know, the crypto shit's weird, man. How are you doing? I'm making small talk right now as you and I watch the volcano together, and I don't say things too alarming, but at the same time letting you know just how fragile life can be. And so we should just appreciate how romantic volcanoes are, asterisk, and that we're alive and civilization is still standing. Yeah, the earthquake, and it initially was reported as 6.5 earthquake in Greece. It definitely caused a whole lot of shaking going on, and it killed somebody. CAA is going to buy up ICM, which is a big deal. You know what I'm talking about? I'm sorry I misspoke. Thank you for correcting me, Mark Mancuso. Typhoon Mindule to provide glancing blow to Japan. Yeah, it looks like we're going to get a heat wave in day 11 through 15 of October. So the mini ice age is pretty much a swing and a miss as well. I can't even express how dumb you had to be at any point to think that the coronavirus would be no worse than the flu. But whatever. I'll try to end this on a cheery note. Barbados Rainbows, Hurricane Sam. Okay, God bless everyone. Stay cool. Thank y'all for being awesome and for putting up with me on my off days. Because I'm off today. I'm just feeling a bit off. Dang you, Mercury retrograde. All right, stay cool. God bless y'all. Talk to you soon.